Full house backfield. Ford, Lane, and Bryson. Bryson up and over and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Excellent push the right side of the offensive line, and both lead backs.
Tennessee leads 7-0. We approach 3 minutes left in the first half.
Great job.
Intercepted by Keith Spann. Spann has only Manning to beat. Keith Spann tripped up by Manning and marked down at the 1-yard line. Great hustle by Peyton Manning to prevent the touchdown.
And Spann just kind of laid in the weeds to the
Offense really struggled, but they only need a half yard for the touchdown. They go to Anderson, and he's in. Third rushing touchdown of the season for the quarterback, Padre Anderson. Third and goal from the 12 against the blitz. The man is wide open, and Graham has the touchdown.
That time the Tennessee offense did a great job. Memphis was stemming and stunning and trying to show all kinds of different pre-snap reads. Manning took his time and found Jay Graham right down the seam.
At least one touchdown pass in 8 straight games. Jeff Hall kicks off now. Chris Hogue had the first kickoff of this half and kicked it out of bounds, so he got the hook from Coach Fulmer. And it's run back by Kevin Cobb. And apparently he never went down. No whistle for it. He's still on his feet. And he will score, and it will count. A touchdown, Memphis.
And we talked back at the beginning of the show, how can Memphis get it done here? It's defense and it's special teams. And so far, each of those groups has...
The former offensive line coach, regarded as one of the best in the country, his line play this season has not been very good. Football! Riley was popped, and it's a free football inside the 20. And still no gesture from the officials.
Al Wilson fighting on the bottom.
Tennessee football. First really big mistake made by Memphis. Three-man rush after a fake blitz to the end zone, intercepted, and down to the back of the end zone. Deron Sutton, a reserve cornerback, with his first interception of the season. And after the fumble on the 19-yard line by Riley, Tennessee does turn that tied the game at 14. We're still at 14, all 8.5 minutes left. Another long pass, and a man open, caught! Peerless Price down to the 20.
And that is vintage Manning right there. No free safety in the hole.
Here, bothered by back problems, only 7 of 14 for the season. This a 28-yard try. His kick is right down the middle, and Tennessee leads again with 6 minutes remaining. Play clock at 2. And again, they snap it with 1 second left. Anderson going deep, has the man behind the defense. Carr out of bounds at the 50.
Carr ran an out and up route. Mind-boggling to me that you can get
on 31, by far their best drive of the game. Scruggs, that play's been a good one. Scruggs inside the 5 with another first down. He's at the 3. First and goal, Memphis.
This is a counter play to the
second and goal at the 3. Each team with 1 timeout left. Jeremy Scruggs, the only back behind Anderson. Anderson throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Chris Powers! 40-yard line. 60 yards to go for what would be a game-winning touchdown. Manning is able to dump it off. Graham must go the distance. He's at the 50 and retreating. Flags down on the play. He laterals it back to Manning, who is tackled. There is a flag on the play at the 50-yard line. Looked like a clip against Tennessee, and if so, it is officially the biggest upset in the history of the Memphis program and their first win ever over Tennessee. But we have to wait for the official. It is against Tennessee. The ball game is over. And Memphis has its first win in 16 tries, its first win ever against its fierce in-state rival Tennessee. And they took the fullback Kevin McLeod out of the game. Craig with one-on-one coverage for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown! Robert Baker.
Two keys to that play. I'll tell you what, great lead block by the tailback, Rusty Williams, to cut down the end and give Damian Craig a great look. And then
the way and telling his assistants, be careful. He had that from a very good source. Pass. With the running room inside the 5. Launching for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Patrick Pass doing a great job making Jim Dunnan look smart today. Avoiding putting the football.
All of his friends is TJ.
Happy you said that.
There's a redshirt freshman from Coffeyville, Alabama. Craig with all day, man open, caught. Bailey inside the 5. Karsten Bailey marked down at the 4, tackled by Ronald Bailey.
Bailey on Bailey, and you've got to be impressed with Damian Craig. So far today, he's had a great touch on the deep ball.
Markeith Cooper, the back lined up to the right of Craig on 3rd and goal from the 6. 7-7 the score. Craig, flush from the pocket. Man open, touchdown, Robert Baker. Back to the 4 wide receiver set. Williams stayed in the block. Craig airing it out, looking for good save. Great catch inside the 10-yard line.
That is just a
7. Auburn leading by a touchdown. Williams inside the 5. Touchdown, Tigers.
You're playing Auburn and they getting that I formation. You better.
Fullback. Looks like Craig's changing the play. 9 minutes left, first half. If they did change the play, that was an excellent decision because Cooper went all the way down to the 31-yard line. Tackled by Champ Bailey.
Really a good block by the good.
From the 7. Auburn leads 21-7. 6:11 left first half. Craig, quick toss, touchdown. It's that easy for Auburn as Karsten Bailey has the score for the Tigers.
The smart play there by Auburn. Good scheme. 3 wide receivers to the top and Bailey by himself on the bottom.
Play for the Georgia defense. They'd like to get back into the game with a score before the half. Quarterback draw. Craig, great run. Fumble! Ball free. Recovered by Georgia at the 34. It's Champ Bailey who came up with the football. Great break for the Bulldogs.
Here's the team with the zone.
They pitch it to Kurtzy. Touchdown! Tough run by Torrin Kurtzy. And Georgia's in the end zone again.
Critical turnover by Damian Craig, and then the ensuing drive by Georgia taking advantage.
Mike Bobo still bouncing back from a fractured leg last season. He throws deep. Caught. Hines Ward. Great move. Hines Ward will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
What did we just say about a recipe for disaster? You let it.
No tight end in the game with 3 wide receivers on the field for Jim Donnan. Bobo throws over the middle. Caught. Running room again for Hines Ward. Hines Ward inside the 30. Out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
You can't say enough about Hines. Line up a bunch of people back across the end zone. One shot.
1 second left. Down to the final play. Bobo throws it toward the end zone. It is caught at the goal line. Flag down. Touchdown, Georgia. Corey Allen. Flag in the end zone.
Wow. Think Corey Allen made up for those 2 drop passes earlier?
Unless he pushed off in the end zone, the answer is yes.
Yep. Bobby Bowden said decline.
Interference, defense, touchdown.
Corey Allen, who had a couple of big drops here in the 4th quarter, now puts his name to force the overtime. On 2nd and 10, a blitz. Craig runs away from it. Craig has running room. Touchdown, Auburn. Come, it seems. Edwards, the lone back. He gets it on the delay. Running right. Trying to turn the corner. Edwards launches. Touchdown!
And the track meet has begun.
Bobo's thrown for a career-high 356 yards today. They try the same play. Edwards, touchdown! That time they did not trip him up from behind. He goes in from just inside the 5, and Georgia has the lead. And the pressure will be on the Auburn offense when it retakes the field. Touchdown. Blitz on the first play, and it is caught. Gaucher inside the 5. With the lead, Georgia took a chance. One of the very few blitzes by the Bulldogs today, and the Tigers beat it.
NBA in the 2-minute rule.
McLeod and Beasley in the eye. And it is a touchdown. It was easy. 2 plays, and Beasley took it in from 3 yards out. And they still need the extra point to force a 3rd overtime.
Sean Mo.
Craig lost the football, but he broke the plane of the end zone. They call it a touchdown. He was across the plane of the end zone before he lost the football. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wow. I've never seen so.
1st and goal, the 9. Edwards, huge hole, cuts it inside, touchdown! And we're in extra point away from the 4th overtime. Oh, as Dick told me of Arizona, I believe it was in the 4th overtime. Faked an extra point. He didn't want to go on any break, so the game needs to end right here.
He said, I had it
winner. Solomon Callaway, the fullback. Pitch to Kurtzy. Kurtzy waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they go back on top. 55-49 with the extra point to come.
I mean, the way Georgia's playing right now, this is Vince Dooley years and years ago, getting the I formation taught.
They're go to another overtime.
They're in their normal set shotgun now.
That's what we heard Coach Kine say. Craig needs the 15-yard line. Don't get there. Georgia wins in 4 overtimes.
Well, we just talked. Who would they go to in a key situation? And I think Joe Kines made his guys aware of the fact that one way or another, Damian Craig was going to be involved in the final play of this game, and it certainly was.
Maybe matching up their taller receivers against him. We'll see if they pick on him. Keldorf. Stevens went to the post and it's picked off. Phelan. And Phelan is brought down to the 20-yard line. Keldorf threw it deep. Stevens broke to the post, and you saw the result. Phelan, number 49, with the pick. Top there, 20-7. So they know how to play at home against the good ones. 2nd and 8. Sherman picked off by Dre Blind, number 31, and chalk up number 10. If, folks, hold on a minute, there's a flag down at the 38-yard line. And that's what I mean when I say a couple of passes have just been 3rd and 4. They've got to get to the 8-yard line. Keldorf's going to pass. Complete. Barnes again. You got to give it to him. He got it for you before, and he did it again. Was the injured player on that last play. Sherman fires, and it's picked off. It's Dre's day. Dre Bly takes it to the house. That's number 11 interception. Coming on the blitz. Brooks gets rid of it. And it's picked off. It's ruled an interception. Omar Brown finally picked it up. You know, it was picked off by Robert Williams. It looked like number 29. Then it was stripped out. Charlotte and Charles, but I don't know if they're going to make it through Thanksgiving. We'll wait and see. Keldorf. Incomplete, intended for Barnes. They might rule that a fumble, Mark. They are. They will. Boy, that's a little surprising. From our vantage point, it didn't appear as if he had it. Phelan made the recovery of the Barnes fumble. You see their situations in 3rd down. On the flanker screen, incomplete, and it's picked off. Brian Simmons, he returned one for a touchdown last week, and you know what? This week, he didn't quite get there. 84 yards last week against Louisville in the 4th quarter. Man, twice in a row, he almost gets into the end zone on an interception. And finally, the defense turns things over for this football team. That's the way it's been going all year. Keldorf on 3rd and goal, and he's picked off. And this one could be 6. Antoine Harris is going to take this one to the house. Turnabout is fair play. direction. Sherman keeps it, and he scores. Position for Virginia on 1st and 10 at their own 44. Sherman going up top for Crowell. Who's got it? First down, Virginia. Crowell came up with it. Houdini's in the house. Wow. I'll tell you what, Jermaine Crowell has been denied most of the day. Sia for the ball game with 43 seconds to play. Right down the pipe. Virginia leads by 3. Third down and long, the flanker screen to L.C. Stevens. In heavy traffic, brought down. That's near the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to do it. Yeah, they can't get another play off. It's 4th down. It's over. Virginia wins.
New line of scrimmage just across the 35. A lot of time. Swings the pass out to Curtis Alexander, and he's open. 45, 40, 35. Now there's a flag down deep. He will take it to the end zone, but let's check the marker. That could be against Alabama.
Ron, it looked like to me that Calvin Hall, number 83, was holding the defensive back from Auburn. We'll see if that's going to be the call. It looks like it's going to go against Auburn.
63-yard touchdown.
Ron
scored in 4 plays on the opening drive. That's Riddle in motion toward the sideline. Deep over the middle. Got it. Marcel West inside the 25, and he's down to the 22 as Evans puts the top on him.
Well, see, I talked to
Cooley a moment ago, number 15, signaling in the plays from the sideline. There's the fade right there. Baker got it. Bailey, Karsten Bailey, and he'll score from 58 yards. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Riddle, 5, has 10, he's loose. Inside the 25, Martavius Houston will put the stop on him.
looked like to me the middle guard was
senior out of Philadelphia, Mississippi, the left guard. Riddle going to come back to this side. Nothing doing. That's a nice job. Loses the football, and Spikes is on it. Nope. Taken away by one of his teammates, but it's Auburn football. Looks as though Mostella quarter. And now Auburn has come back to cut it to 7. Kitchen sets deep. Right over the middle. Picked off. Ware at the 20, at the 10. And we can be tied with an extra point. .34 yards on the return.
Ware sat and
We're dominating this football game. We're tied at 17. Marcel West at the 1. Loses the football. Scramble at the 20-yard line. Auburn has recovered. You need the 35-yard line to keep this drive going. Craig from the shotgun. Lofts it over the middle. Got a man open. Goodson inside the 40, and he's down to the 37-yard line as Samuel made the tackle. 37 yards in the play, and on a 3rd and long and obvious.
since the second quarter.
Craig, play action, going to go on top. And it is intercepted. That's Kevin Jackson. So it's 3rd down. They need the 41-yard line. This pass is intercepted, and it spikes. Taquillo Spikes stepped in front, and Kitchens again throws the interception.
Freddie Kitchens is going to eye his receiver again, and 3rd and long is not a good down for Freddie Kitchens right now. Good double coverage by Auburn.
To pick up the 1st down, they need to take it to the 25. Look at Auburn hopping up inside. Are they going to come with a blitz? Yep, they are. Kitchens better hurry. Gets by one tackler, throws it. It is intercepted by Antoine Nolan.
Really good job by Auburn's defense. They really came with a blitz, got Freddie Kitchens all turned around.
It is 2nd down and goal. Kitchens swings it out to Riddle. At the 5. He will score! Seconds left. Now, 10 and 15-yard line. Looks like a kickoff return. Damian Craig, everything he's got. And it is knocked away by Alabama.
Touchdown this year in the all-time Washington scoring record. 3rd and goal. Dillon. He's in. And Corey Dillon has just set the all-time Husky scoring record, breaking the mark of 125 set by the great All-American Hugh McElhaney back in the 1950s. And Dillon, some 46 years later, has rushed for one touchdown. It's blocked. Washington State has it down the right sideline. Brandon Moore near midfield. Is this the break Washington State needed?
The guy you got to stop.
He's on the right side. And a fumble on the snap, and I believe Washington has it. The senior from Honolulu. Of Marcus Allen and O.J. Simpson for 21 rushing touchdowns in the season. There's the handoff. He pushes. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Corey Dillon. four-man front, but they've got Ingaliaga in that gap. Leap. Down he goes. Jason Chorak with another sack. He forced the fumble, and David Ritchie may have recovered. Yes, he did.
Not gotten untracked in this Apple Cup game.
And they turned the ball over twice in the second half. Dillon, touchdown, and he has tied the Pac-10 record for most rushing touchdowns in a season, tying Heisman Trophy winners O.J. Simpson and Marcus Allen. Yeah, keeping one back in, and Michael Black. Leaf going Chad Carpenter's way. The catch is made. First down at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's more like it.
Now Washington State spreads everybody out. 5 wide receivers, 3 left, 2 right. Sean Timms, he's got it. First down, Washington State. 48 yards, the longest throw by Ryan.
For playing this gambling style of defense in the secondary.
With a rushing 4. They've got another one open. This time it's Kevin McKenzie with the catch, and he will go to the 3-yard line.
Some big plays all of a sudden in the passing game.
Aloha comes in the game for Washington. And on a bootleg, racing in untouched is Ryan Leaf. Boy, did he make him bite.
And a great
No backs, Leaf throws quick. Chad Carpenter. First down.
to 7 with a great crossing route to Sean Timms.
From the 10-yard line. Black again to the 5. He will score, but there is a flag down.
I think that's going to be a personal foul call against Jason Chorak of the Huskies. This touchdown will stand, and pending a PAT, this game is tied up.
Further indication is the penalty is against the Huskies.
They will tack that penalty on the kickoff, though. Can you believe this? Yeah, he missed it. Kenzie come left. Michael Black stays in. Leaves with a deep drop, looping end zone. Carpenter, he's out of bounds. Washington wins.
That is your target.
Figure. The game is decided by it. At a team meeting. 3rd down and 21. The receiver screen, R.J. Soward has quicks. There he goes. He can fly. Soward finally hauled down at the 13.
R.J. Soward, a true freshman, got the start today over Chris Miller. Last week he broke a 33-yard. Who's now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
3rd down and 8. Otten with time. Has a man wide open. Touchdown Trojans. Soward.
You know, you talk about all the seniors that have to step up in this football game. They want to win this game for the seniors who have yet to beat UCLA.
Anyone who wears number 55 at USC carrying a lot of pride with them. 3rd and 4. McNown picked off. That's Sammy Knight. And Knight has daylight. He says, see you later. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's Sammy Knight's 5th interception of the year, Mark. And boy, he's in a big one.
3rd down and goal. McNown's going to take it himself. Touchdown, UCLA.
But that is just a
great now. 3:18 to play in the half. Otten to pass. The flanker screen complete. They get it to Speedy, and Speedy is going to go. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be a number 18 for 6 more.
Oh, yeah, the flags are coming out now for excessive celebration. A little showboating going into the end zone, but wow. You know, he's playing real well at that tight end position.
2 catches today for 19 yards. McNown on the waggle. Has a man wide open. Farmer. Touchdown, Bruins. No flags on the play.
Oh, boy.
It's because of a couple losses. A good point. 2nd down, Otten. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Number 2, the deuce on the loose. Miller.
He might have Farmer again.
Oh, he had Farmer wide open, but hits McElroy. McElroy down to the 13-yard line. A 53-yard pickup and a Bruin 1st down for number 85.
You and I both saw that. Farmer was doing a little shake move.
UCLA 28 passes, 26 rushes. The backs are split. They blitz. McNown escapes and escapes for a touchdown. Trailed by 10 with the ball. This is their first opportunity offensively in the period. And this is Skip Hicks. Busting through the line, unyielding, still on his feet, brought down to the 43. Let's check in with John Saunders, who has the play. He's a public administration major, and right now he is administering to the offense. Going up top, for who else? No, it's not Sourd. Yes, it is. Superman's on the loose again. Touchdown.
Well, he knows what receiver to go to.
You had to know he'd be looking for number 18. This is a coronation.
To the end zone, an accurate call by the officials.
Backs out of the eye on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bruins, Keith Brown. The lead is now down to 8 points. Bob Toledo in his first game as head coach against USC. The back's out of the eye with 1:37 to play in the 4th quarter. The give is who put it on the ground. And UCLA has it.
And there's a flag on the play, too. Might have been a personal foul. Out of bounds. Kasante Abdul-Salam picked up the football. I could have sworn I heard a whistle, though.
That's the Bruin offense with a resurrection of sorts. McNown out of the shotgun. Open. They got it. Unbelievable. At the 11-yard line. Rodney Lee picks up 23 yards. Skip Hicks. Touchdown Bruins.
There it is.
For the ball game, Adam Abrams from 41 yards out. It's tied at 38. It's blocked. And we will go to overtime.
Take a break and let's start this thing all over again.
He likes his chances, though, with Otten out and a better field goal kicker.
All right, Dean. 2 tights, 2 wide. Skip Hicks up the middle. Has a first down. Hey, he wants a touchdown. And you know what? He got it.
Oh.
Miller split to the top of your screen. That's Soward in motion. Koffler to pass. He throws it up. The Bruins win it. That's 6 straight. Anthony Cobbs with a pick. UCLA trailed by 17 in the
25-yard line of Florida State. Taylor's the deep man. Werfel circles, throws for the corner, and it'll be picked off. The man for whom the pass was intended never got down. Waddell Anthony and Ike Hilliard were the 2 wides, and Hilliard never got where the ball was thrown. He cut it off before the ball was on its way, and Busby looked like he changed the play. Give it to Dunn. He's working in the traffic and pops free. That's why the Florida Gators have to get a handle on Warwick Dunn. First down, Seminoles at the 48-yard line. Punter, 44 plus on the season. Both punters are very good. Pressure here, blocked. They blocked it. And it's down at the 2-yard line. It may have been Shevin Smith. There were 3 or 4 of them that came forward. Second down and goal. If they don't get a touchdown here, the Gators will win this scrimmage. There it is. Hubert. Ooh, those are not boos. Those are altered cheers for the big old fullback. 280. Stevenson gets it out. It's a low liner. There's some room. Number one got a piece of him, but now Warwick breaks it. He's got some help and taken down at the Gator 39-yard line. He was one man short in his ticket. Otherwise, he would have taken it home. 32-yard punt and an 18. Bobby Bowden, we got to get pressure on Werfel. If we can't beat him. All those things have happened so far. Busby going big. Warwick down under it. He's got it. Peter Warwick down under the ball at the 2-yard line.
Everything is going away from him. They are not making the plays.
This is Busby. Throws. Touchdown. Melvin Pearsall. Is that a flag? Sack. And the home crowd trying to help the defense. And they're coming, and that little quick pass is intercepted at the 35-yard line. Henry Crockett. Ike Hilliard was the man for whom the pass was in. Right about now, he doesn't have time. He's been on his back all day. 1st and 10. Werfel's put some air under it. He's got Anthony down there. It's touchdown Gators.
Well, they call him out.
No, they call him out at the 1. Calls his play. Had a conference with the coach. 1st and goal. Throws it to the corner. It's touchdown Jaquez Green. And so the Gators get on the board and ease some of the pain.
Well, you got that right, Keith. They needed something positive to happen. They needed a...
And they're coming again. Dump it off. It goes to Taylor. Taylor's got a 1st down. Taylor's all the way to the Florida State 38-yard line.
But Keith, you know, you saw a shot of Spurrier over there on the sideline wringing his hands. For every action...
9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Florida trying to score again. 17-7 ball game. Crowd coming up trying to help the defense. Pressure coming. Werfel's pass. Touchdown Jaquez Green. And a penalty flag. Right back there again. There were 2 Seminoles that just buried Werfel, and the penalties against Florida State. The touchdown will count.
First down.
So it's 1st down for the Seminoles with Warwick Dunn. The deep back from the 20-yard line. They've been pretty quiet now for a while, and Dunn breaks it out. Is he exciting or what? And finally the Gators get to him at the 30-yard line. Lawrence Wright finally ran him down. 50 yards. So the young man from the city of the Red Stick available for Werfel now. They've got to protect him. Wilson got over the block and goes after him, and the pass is thrown deep and intercepted by Samari Roll back at the 24-yard line. And Werfel got up very slowly because Wilson really let him have one.
Well, there was no backs in the backfield.
Backs. And Florida runs it right up the middle. Elijah Williams, big play. Not through yet. Down finally at the 31-yard line by Dexter Jackson. So it's Elijah Williams from Milton, Florida, exploding 11. Werfel has a man. Ball almost dropped. It is put away by Rydell Anthony. He's got a big play. He's thrown out of bounds all the way down on the Florida State 43-yard line by Dexter Jackson.
This time,
Edmiston. He's got enough leg from this distance. He gets it up. No good. So Edmiston not only misses, but he's hobbling off the field. And the score remains a 3-point lead for Florida State. 2 for Florida State. Dunn. He's got the first down. He's close to a touchdown. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. However, this is the chance for him to put it away. They give it to Williams. He does not budge it.
Yes, he did.
He did too. He fell down.
Second effort.
He wiggled off the top and fell over the side and rolled into the end zone. His first lick, he was stone cold, but he kept on pounding and rolled out and in there. On a 75-yard surge, and that's about all they've done in the second half.
That was
defense.
the only possession that they had.
Defense. Werfel throwing for Anthony. He's got it. And he's down at the 3-yard line. He caught it over Mario Edwards. First and goal from the 2. Anthony, touchdown. Rydell Anthony went up higher than anybody else and made the catch. Rock Preston is the only person in the middle of the field. Hit it hard. And did it go through clean? If they went through clean, it'll be Florida State's ball, and there's a penalty flag. Hold on. That could mean just kicking it out of bounds, which is normal. And that snap of the ball will do it. Steve Spurrier and these Florida Gators, playing for the Southeastern Conference Championship, must try to forget their bruises, pump up their pride, and march on Atlanta next Saturday night to play the Alabama Crimson Tide, which we'll have for you at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Your final score, Florida State 24, Florida 21. Here's Lynn Swann.
And 7 after the 3-yard run for Washington. And not second down, will put it up, comes right down the middle, complete. Miller, first down at the Irish 22-yard line.
They got play action that time. Pointing to his 2 wideouts to that unbalanced side. I bet he goes to the slot.
Don't they usually? Here he comes. Got his fumble. Trojans have got it.
Sammy Knight.
Knight at the 30. Inside the 20 and still going. Sammy Knight to the 6-yard line. And Sammy Knight is one of the great men. That's the 5th straight game with an interception and a total of 6 for the Trojans. That fumble on the ground is what he picked up. They'll rule that was a fumble recovery.
Right. But, you know, he returned one last week against 247. He did a nice job blocking on that one.
Spencer's out of Monroe, Louisiana. Blocking on that one, and that frees Denson. Denson 40, 35, across the 30, and the Irish threaten. Pearsall runs him down.
Spencer did a nice job of kicking out, but the defender did not constrict the play. He didn't come in and take him on physically.
Running backs for the Irish. The big fullback rumbles in. 6 for Notre Dame, and an extra point would put him ahead. Jamie Spencer ties it.
Lou Holtz says he holds his breath on every kicking play. He says nothing is automatic.
Here
comes the third down for the Trojans. Koffler to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone by Notre Dame. First down on the 20-yard line. He threw into coverage that time. Dilts, the tight end, was the intended receiver, and Gilbo, the strong safety, made the pick.
That was a biggie. You never want to throw a touchdown in the goal of interception.
Needing 8 yards for a first down. They have to get inside the 17. Play fake.
Got him.
Hollis didn't throw it. Hollis in trouble. Throws off balance. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He hit Champion.
He had his tight end initially for a big play. Didn't see him. Held on to the ball a second too late, then scrambled around in the pocket under pressure and stayed with the discipline of the pattern and finds him downfield. He came into the ball game with
26 after the penalty is marched off. Back to the 34-yard line. Hollis on a play fake. Goes deep, complete. The ball! The Trojans have got it at the 1-yard line. Malcolm Johnson fumbles inside the 5, and USC takes over. Good news for a Trojan fan. The bad news is they still got 99 yards. Bet he punts this time, Coach.
I'll bet he does.
Rawson. Got it at the 12-yard line. First down from the 12-yard line. Ain't nothing wrong with a good punt.
Sooner or later, bad fortune, if you coach long enough, will come around and be good fortune. That's all there is to it. He's had so many things go wrong for him in the fourth. Throw the ball.
From the 5-yard line on fourth down, Otten looks for a receiver, snaps it to the end zone, and Miller.
He's strutting. We haven't seen any signals yet.
Now the officials are looking at each other. Finally a call.
Holy mackerel, what's the delay for, guys?
It's Denson. Running daylight. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke the plane of the goal before the ball was fumbled away. Touchdown for the Irish. But there is a penalty flag thrown on the far side.
No, not at all. I just like his influence on young kids.
Pulled the extra point. No good. My God. They're sitting down at 8. They're leaving the Trojans alive. 3.5 minutes.
They're coming with a blitz.
And a toss. They're going to have a running play with Washington. Busts the tackle to the 40-yard line. And that was Delon Washington, the junior from Dallas, with Sanders making Miller as his main target here. They have not given up on the run. Here's Washington. Daylight squirts through. Washington touchdown. Now the Trojans need the 2. Already thinking about the way for the top. Brad Otten eyes the Irish defense. Here's Washington. Battles for it. He got it. Oh, what a great run by Delon Washington. It looked like he was jammed up.
And they brought the house. They brought everybody. Bob Davie wasn't sitting there. They brought the linebackers, everybody up inside.
Stinelli come to the short side as the wide receivers. Otten going to throw. Fires running back Sherman's touchdown. SC. Now remember, it's not sudden death. Notre Dame will get a chance. And the Trojans will come out for their extra point.
They've had 2 blocks.
Rivers to the left. Hollis. Deflected. Southern Cal wins it in overtime. The Trojans have done it. Their first win over Lou Holtz and the Fighting Irish since 1982. A huge moment in the history of this great rivalry.
Look at LeBron after that neat run he just showed the corners as they split the backs. And they counter back with Priest Holmes. Touchdown touches like that on the opening drive.
covered, but full of fire now, these Longhorn fans. Williams offset to the left of James Brown. Brown slips, regains balance, fires middle, deep, wide open, and it's the tight end Fitzgerald to the 40-yard line. First down and 10.
For him.
Second down, low right, Brown looking to throw it back, runs the screen. Now he's got to run away from Williams, and he eludes him to the 40, 39. He's going, and he breaks free. James Brown, the magician, to the 30-yard line. What a move.
Improviser. He
into the left. The tight end is over here on the left side. I should say Adams is the right side. Brown with good escapability. End zone intercepted. Bad throw into the middle of the defense, and the Cornhuskers pick it off in the end zone. Eric Stokes, the free safety, comes up with the INT.
Not a very smart decision. Under pressure, should have thrown the ball out of the end zone, and I'm sure that's what Coach...
Approaching the half-minute mark left in the first quarter. Mahomes with the game's only touchdown. Frost keeps his punch back. Excellent, strong, breaks free to the 3-yard line. First and goal. Nice, strong run by Scott Frost.
See, with the option, they get you running toward the sideline to stop the pitch, and a quarterback that can run, he can go ahead and turn it up inside.
Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, that takes the pressure off the defense. They weren't planning on shutting them out.
In effect, this is a 100-yard drive. I know it won't look like that in the book, but don't forget.
Receivers weren't certain, but I think Holbein, number 5, far out, and now Frost makes sure he has got the signal. He runs the option, fumble! Texas goes for it. There's the fumble on the option, and it was number 49, Aaron Humphrey out of Lubbock, Texas, who pounces on the ball, knocked free by Chris Akins.
Well, Chris Akins, the running back over there.
Wisdom is back on the field on this first down for the Horns. They'll run away from it this time.
And they bust one. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, baby. There'll be no catching the priest this time. 61 yards, and Priest Holmes has put his second touchdown on the board.
Nothing fancy about that play. Again, it's a play that allows linemen to block.
Third down and a long one. Toss, Evans tripped up, slips free, first down, gone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Williams offset on the right wing. Play fake. Brown steps away from pressure, comes middle, complete. Adams runs free. 45 midfield. 45-40 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Now they bought the rush, and the rush got wide upfield. But Adams stepped up. Brown rather stepped up inside that pocket, maintained his poise. There was no defensive tackle pressure, and found out.
Evans deep in this first and goal. Frost option look. Pitch now to Evans. Evans tries to get the corner. Dives toward the end zone. And got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. We're tied. So that is 3 touchdowns for the freshman from Wichita, Kansas. D'Angelo Evans having a big day as he steps in. Pressure. Tomich was coming, going deep, far side battle, and it's picked off. Warfield, Eric Warfield makes the interception for Nebraska. Difference. And on first down, Brown covered, slips away. He's beautiful on the move, still going. Gonna fire back. Dane got an open man. It is his running back. Williams was free. He's down at the 37-yard line. That's making something out of nothing, Coach.
What a great impromptu play that, and he was all
on that. So here is 2nd and 13. Brown got it. McGarry in a foot race beats Stokes. He'll score. Wayne McGarry gives Texas a chance. 66 yards.
Now they'll kick it, get the 3-point up there, and that time they ran that same double zone, or double.
No question what's about to happen. Feebiger, number 58. On a roll, gonna throw it, got it wide open, baby! Derek Lewis in a foot race. And Jamel Williams has got him at the 10-yard line. What a call by McAvin.
What I tell you, you can't ever guess with him. Woo! Look at him. You have nothing to lose. You come in here 21-point underdog. You come up with a 4th and inches score. Hey.
Does the rest. And now it is a 1st and 10 outside the 10-yard line. Here's Holmes, cutback, touchdown, Longhorns. They're celebrating on the Texas sideline.
What a great job of coaching. The best job we have seen done, Brent, in a long time.
The 3rd touchdown of the game for Priest Holmes. James Brown, come with me to Vegas, young man. They want to stick it in the end zone and go to the onside kick as quickly as they can. Frost, fumble. There it is. Texas has done it. They have won the inaugural Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship. They have upset 3-touchdown favorite Nebraska. They'll shake hands now at the 25-yard line. The Texas Longhorns have won the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship. A 10-point victory by the underdogs as the Horns have done it.
And the Jeep Eagle Aloha Bowl underway from Honolulu. O'Neal, the starting tailback, a foot deep in the end zone. 20-yard line, 25, alley, 35, breaks free, gone, touchdown, opening kickoff for California. 100 yards and a foot for Delta O'Neal. Baylor, there were inquiries from all three. 1st and 10 now for the Middies, and McCoy on 1st down, pulls out, goes one-on-one, deflected, complete, and the Middies are in business. On a deflected pass, they go to the 12-yard line, and it was Corey Shim slipping out of the backfield, the senior specialist as a receiver who makes the big play here to rotate its running backs. There's an audible by McCoy. The end zone, and we're tied.
And that can be a real weakness for this Navy football team.
Todd Barnes is spreading it around. Douglas was slotted to the left. Wants to go deep. Here's his slot man. Douglas will battle for it, and he's got it. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Brent, I am a firm believer in a quarterback taking chances and throwing the ball up and letting receivers have a chance to make it.
For Barnes and the Bears from the 6. Barnes rolling right on the roll, throws touchdown Shaw, and California regains the lead.
We mentioned out the top how good both of these quarterbacks were and how they're the catalyst for both of these teams. We saw Chris McCoy audible for the touchdown on Navy's discipline-wise. That's when you give up a big play.
Pat McGrew in it, running back. McCoy looks for Jerome Heaven downfield. Throws back. Wide open is Neil Plaskonis on the other side. And Neil is passes inside the 35-yard line. The senior from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, comes up with the second big pass play for Chris McCoy today.
Chris McCoy shows me something here because
the right wing, Smith on the left, and Nelson behind McCoy, who does barge into the end zone this time. There's the touchdown, and the lead is regained by the Naval Academy. Back maybe next season. Nelson, the fullback blast, opening 20-25 foot race against Cal. Out near midfield, and a penalty flag flying as he was tackled at the 49-yard line. Perhaps an inadvertent face mask. Let's hold on and wait and see. McCoy, left covered, wide open as his receiver. First down. McGrew cuts back to the 4-yard line. First and goal as Pat McGrew, the junior from Alabama, gets the job done, and it is the right arm of McCoy that is lighting up. Tim Canada in at fullback behind McCoy. Here is the touchdown as Scott walks in. Ross Scott, the senior from Hawkinsville, Georgia. And Navy drives 95 yards for this touchdown. 21-yard line. Wide open touchdown. California with Sean Bullard. And his son did an excellent job on pass protection. Barnes did not have a man lay a fingertip on him that time. And they'll go for 2 in the tie.
And throw the football. They've lost a little bit of that ability to run the football here late in the year.
O'Neal explodes. 5 dives, end zone touchdown, his second 6-pointer of the day. He did. So it is third down for Navy. McCoy back again. Dumps middle, got it, shim loose midfield, 40, 30, makes a quick move, 10, cuts again to the 7-yard line.
Chris McCoy has been incredibly impressive
today.
Second down and goal for Navy. California's best defense has been down by the goal line, but that time they were unable to stop it. Another Navy touchdown on the ground. Apparently in the block, although Cal will occasionally throw to the fullback. They slip him into the formation, fire end zone touchdown, and it was Bobby Shaw, the junior from San Francisco, and that is his second today. 34 seconds, but they've left Navy with 5. There's still time for the midshipman. Here's the fullback. And McCoy looks past down the middle, wide open, and it is complete at the 26-yard line. LeBron Butts, the junior from San Diego.
Again, the pass plays, when you run the option, you force the defense to be pretty vanilla and show.
Passing a good one to Roger Staubach. He pitches now to Nelson. Nelson cuts away from the first defender, but he is still short, and the ball is down as he juggled it. California was able to pick it up. So let's hold on. They're pointing in that direction. There's the turnover. And it was Andre Rhodes making another huge defensive play for Cal, being congratulated on that far side.
Good play, good officiating call.
Look around. It's Benjamin. The quarterback's out in front of him. Throwing a block was Barnes. And that enabled Benjamin to gain another 5 yards. What a block by Pat Barnes. specialist Shem. Back toward the line. He'll go out as a receiver. They'll drop to the fullback coming out of the backfield. A great call by Navy. Out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And it was Tim Canada from Trussville, Alabama, the junior, making the big play as they throw to the fullback at the right time. So on 3rd and 13, a 25-yard gain. 1st and goal for Fay. He keeps it on the option. He battles. Touchdown, Navy. Quarterback, maybe 6. Trouble. Barnes will attempt to run and won't make it. Battles, reached for it, and down, juggling the ball. Navy thinks they've got it. They do. As he reached out for the first down, the ball came free from the Cal quarterback. Overtime, they don't have to go for the touchdown. Shem goes in motion, and Fay comes back to it. 50, 45, running free. A blocker on the right side, and Shem out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now 2nd down with Fay and the Navy offense. Touchdown! Ben Fay with a beautiful fake to the fullback. Keeps it, and Navy leads. Along with Dennis, Utah State.
What a great win for the senior class of the Navy. As you mentioned, they never beat Army. They've got to live with that the rest of their life. But the last time they put on a football uniform, they won the game.
Anchors away in an 80-point
bowl. And from the shotgun is Damian Craig. He can throw, and he goes up top to a wide open Tyrone Goodson down the sideline and knocked out at the 25. And Rod, you know Army was working on, and again from the shotgun, 2nd down 10 from the 32. This time he dances out of trouble. Oh boy, wide open running room, and he can sprint at the 50, at the 40. Still on his feet to the 41-yard line. He cut back inside at the 40 and then lost a yard or two, but wow, wide open run at the Black Knight 29-yard line. Craig, good protection again over the middle, wide open, touchdown, Tyrone Goodson.
Well, Craig, there's nothing fancy about it. We talked about this. When you have man-to-man coverage, if your athlete is better than theirs, you're going to beat him.
1,000. A lot of coaches work year to year, Rod. Okay, to the pitch. Fumble. Still on the ground. Still on the ground. Picked up Tigers. Brad Ware.
And it's getting as bad as it possibly could get for Army. At the
Fred Beasley, number 23, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Damian Craig tucks and runs wide open. Oh, he's upgraded at the 3. Fumble. Army has it.
1 It was Ben Kodwika, number.
Boy, look at this. Damian Craig finally goes under center. 5-step drop over the middle, complete. Gaucher has been his man in this opening quarter to the 37-yard line. Let's check in with Merrill Hodge. Merrill. Again from the shotgun. Craig feels pressure. Ducks trouble. Still buying some time. Goes the other way. Wide open. Robert Baker to the 11-yard line.
Well, Craig, as long as
so far has been unable to find Damian Craig. From the shotgun. 3rd down, 6 from the 7. Craig throws, fires, touchdown. Touchdown, Willie Gaucher.
Willie Gaucher, touchdown.
Well, Gaucher did a nice job getting outside, and this time you will find that Army just lost them.
From the shotgun, good protection over the middle, complete. Boy, the go-to guy in this first half has been Willie Gaucher. Add another reception to his total.
You know, I don't get this. You know,
of the season, a 33-yard pickup to the 21-yard line. Makeda, the quarterback keeper at the 5 to the 3. Big drive by the Black Knights as we head down to halftime. A goal from the 3-yard line. Hewitt, the fullback. The handoff and into the end zone. Bobby Williams.
Was it just a coincidence we had a 3-star general telling them to come back, and now they're right back?
9th rushing touchdown for Bobby Williams, a 190-pound sophomore from Kingston, North Carolina.
And Williams was the man. The big play was the key.
6. Auburn with a 20-7 lead, trying to stack on a few more before halftime. Damian Craig airs it deep. Robert Baker makes the catch down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Oh, Craig, it's just speed right now. And
pass reception. Damian Craig again throws, fires, fumble.
But it looked like he signaled it was an incomplete pass over there, but it looked to me like that ball was clearly caught.
Karsten Bailey.
By rule, it'll be Army's ball at the spot of the fumble, 1st down.
Now, look, he fumbled. They're saying he fumbled it out of the end zone. If he fumbled it out of the end zone, okay.
Shotgun, 4th and 5 from the 33-yard line. Out of trouble, Damian Craig down the sideline. He's going to walk in. Damian Craig, touchdown.
You know, that is a guy who is just a tremendous athlete. The blitz was brought from the outside. Kodwika, 44, came in. Craig gave him a juke, and then he went down the sideline.
2 touchdowns, an Independence Bowl record. What a game through the air. Rusty Williams, touchdown Auburn.
Well done, Rusty. Well done, Rusty. You know, he moved like that train in Starlight Express, Rusty. You know, he just opened up, chewed up there, got that good thing going and made the touchdown, and now Auburn is rolling like a train.
Williams, a redshirt freshman, 18 yards for his 5th touchdown.
I didn't know I was on that team.
2nd down, 5. Little misdirection. Handoff, Bobby Williams. He's got sprinter speed. 1 man to beat. Steps out at the 15-yard line.
Bobby Williams with the carry.
Bobby Williams, a sophomore.
This is the way you attack spot of attention, though, unless you make the tackle, right?
3rd down and 7. Inside the 5 to the 1. Touchdown. It was a late call, but Perry bowls his way in for his 7th touchdown of the season.
Demetrius Perry was the man who's been replacing Joe Hewitt.
Clock running, 7:40 to go, fourth quarter. Damian Craig pulls up, wants the home run ball, floats it, and it's picked off. Tommy Mullins down the sideline. Mullins at the 50, at the 40. If Mullins can hang on, he's got to beat Damian Craig.
Oh, and Damian Craig came across with the right forearm and with a little club at the end of it. But no penalty called.
First,
good play.
Nice block by Lashinsky to tight end. Same play, touchdown. Bobby Williams. Two touchdowns for Williams on the afternoon, his 10th of the season. And it's
Army again, no timeouts left. They need 2 scores.
Makeda slingshots it in the middle, big gainer. And Makeda hooks up with Rod Richardson.
Well, that's because a defensive back fell down because he slipped. Had he not slipped, he could have made the play.
Mark Smith broke through to make the tackle. Makeda splits the seam. Touchdown, Army. Rod Richardson. Hold on.
There's no quit in the...
Misdirection, hello. Bobby Williams. And this, all of a sudden, Rod, is a 3-point football game.
Yeah, all you need is a field goal, and you're going to try the onside kick. And all of a sudden, it turned around. There's a shot. And go.
Has it teed up.
They got it. They had a shot at it.
Who's got it?
They had a shot at it. They had a shot at it, Craig.
Both teams. Yeah, Army.
Yeah,
Army with the football.
Well, it looked like they had a shot at it. That ball was...
Well, if you look at Joseph Parker, his longest kick of the season, 45. Oh, my, what a catch. Bobby Williams at the 13-yard line.
And how did he hang on to that one? And how did that man get that ball in there? Brad Ware with a big hit.
28-yard pickup. Could this be a miracle?
Post. That's crooked.
And it's leaning. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. Good snap. The kick is up and no good.
A 27-yarder. He missed it.
And no one
came up and send it into overtime. It just didn't happen.
Hey, I want to thank everybody on the ESPN crew. Brian Carter, our producer. John McDonough, our director. Our spotter, Kim Anderson. Stats all season long, Tom Barbary. Rod's been a pleasure. Merrill Hodge. The final from the Independence Bowl. Auburn in a thriller over...
Charles, the running backs lined up alongside the quarterback in the shotgun, Kavanaugh, in the end zone. And he is sacked for a safety. Shane Murbrook blitzing. Shane Murbrook, number 46, blowing right up the middle. Chad Lewis, the tight end, in motion back to the ball. The give is to Dustin Johnson, and Johnson gets to the 30-yard line. Johnson, the junior from Eagar, Arizona. Chris Canty pushed him out.
An extended career, I do believe, after his college career is over.
First down at the 41-yard line, 5 seconds left. Kavanaugh with a deep drop this time and lets it fly deep to the end zone. Lockett is in there. So are a bunch of blue shirts. And it is caught in the end zone by Anderson. Touchdown. chance to cheer on the final play of the half. Of the first half, a Hail Mary caught by Andre Anderson from Brian Cavanaugh. It is third down along for K-State at their own 28-yard line. Cavanaugh to throw. It's complete to Lockett. Lockett breaks loose. The linebacker Martin chasing him. Touchdown! .72 yards for Kevin Lockett. BYU came to K-State 8 years ago. 2nd and 10. Sarkisian again under pressure, and that's going to be picked off. Mario Smith. The senior from Miami, Florida, his 3rd interception of the year. Sarkisian overthrowing the intended receiver, Kayla Louie. Comes in for Canty, working the other side from his normal spot. Joe Gordon continues on the far corner. There's the pass deep for Dye. He made the catch. Touchdown! What a job by James Dye with Denmark fighting for the ball. Dye prevailed and took it into the end zone.
Well, you take a two-time All-American corner.
Sarkisian with protection to the tight end Lewis, who holds on for the first down. Mario Smith on the tackle, but the ball into K-State territory at the 43. 17 yards on the pickup. Play here, 3:45 to go. Good protection. It's for Kayla Louie. Touchdown. No flags. BYU on top. 3:39 to play. KO, Kayla Louie. From Makawao, Hawaii, the senior comes up. They approach the 1-minute mark. Intercepted. Omar Morgan at the 4-yard line. 55 seconds to play. Intended receiver was Jimmy Dean. Morgan, the junior from Los Angeles, makes his 5th interception of the year and the biggest of his college career. Number 1's got to feel like number 1 right now.
We're matched today by Brigham Young University in the physical department.
Time winding down, that's going to do it. Talking about the Kansas State defense, we certainly don't want to overlook Bob Cope back home in Manhattan battling cancer. What a great job he did as the defensive coordinator until his illness. Congratulations to Kansas State and the Wildcats, but it is BYU's afternoon. 19-15, our final score. The Cougars win the Cotton Bowl. Let's go to Steve Davis.
Right, Lavelle.
Charles, the running backs, lined up alongside the quarterback in the shotgun, Cavanaugh, in the end zone. And he is sacked for a safety. Shane Murbrook blitzing. Shane Murbrook, number 46, blowing right up the middle. Chad Lewis, the tight end, in motion back to the ball. The give is to Dustin Johnson, and Johnson gets to the 30-yard line. Johnson, the junior from Eagar, Arizona. Chris Canty pushed him out.
An extended career, I do believe, after his college career is over.
First down at the 41-yard line, 5 seconds left. Cavanaugh with a deep drop this time and lets it fly deep to the end zone. Lockett is in there, so are a bunch of blue shirts, and it is caught in the end zone by Anderson. Touchdown. chance to cheer on the final play of the half. Of the first half, a Hail Mary caught by Andre Anderson from Brian Cavanaugh. It is third down along for K-State at their own 28-yard line. Cavanaugh to throw. It's complete to Lockett. Lockett breaks loose. The linebacker Martin chasing him. Touchdown. .72 yards for Kevin Lockett. BYU came to K-State 8 years ago. 2nd and 10. Sarkisian again under pressure, and that's going to be picked off. Mario Smith. The senior from Miami, Florida, his 3rd interception of the year. Sarkisian overthrowing the intended receiver, Kayla Louie. Comes in for Canty, working the other side from his normal spot. Joe Gordon continues on the far corner. There's the pass deep for Dye. He made the catch. Touchdown! What a job by James Dye with Denmark fighting for the ball. Dye prevailed and took it into the end zone.
Well, you take a two-time All-American corner.
Sarkisian with protection to the tight end Lewis, who holds on for the first down. Mario Smith on the tackle, but the ball into K-State territory at the 43. 17 yards on the pickup. Play here, 3:45 to go. Good protection. It's for Kayla Louie. Touchdown. No flags. BYU on top. 3:39 to play. Kayla Louie from Makawao, Hawaii. The senior comes up. We approach the 1-minute mark. Intercepted. Omar Morgan at the 4-yard line. 55 seconds to play. Intended receiver was Jimmy Dean. Morgan, the junior from Los Angeles, makes his 5th interception of the year and the biggest of his college career. Number one's got to feel like number one right now.
For match today by Brigham Young University in the physical department.
Time winding down, that's going to do it. Talking about the Kansas State defense, we certainly don't want to overlook Bob Cope back home in Manhattan battling cancer. What a great job he did as the defensive coordinator until his illness. Congratulations to Kansas State and the Wildcats, but it is BYU's afternoon. 19-15, our final score. The Cougars win the Cotton Bowl. Let's go to Steve Davis.
Great. Lavelle. At about 195 pounds. So from the 13, the Noles go to work as Busby sets up and goes deep. He's got a big one downfield. It is caught by Andre Cooper. And Cooper is at the 31-yard line of Florida for a first down. Red Weary, the cornerback, couldn't stop the completion, but he stopped the touchdown. The Bowden trickery here as new people come racing onto the field, and they turn and they give the ball to the big guy, Pooh Bear Williams, the 280-pound fullback. He's hit by Mike Peterson, a linebacker, and Peterson stopped him short of the first down. So they take a chance instead of trying for 3, and they don't make it with a bad leg and is out for the year. Seminoles are in the neutral zone. In fact, they're across the line, and Werfel has a free play to Ike Hilliard. And Hilliard with a big play down inside the Florida State 40-yard line. Penalty will be on Boulware, trying to anticipate, and Danny Werfel changed up the count on him and trapped him.
Boulware was one of the players that was not feeling well before the ball game. The middle line.
Second down and goal from the 9 for the Gators. Into the end zone, Hilliard. No flags. This time, touchdown.
And no question about it.
Out of the shotgun, Busby rolls, gets some room, got a man open. He's good to Green. E.G. Green goes out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First down, Seminoles at the Gator 28.
Danny Cannell last year.
4 wideouts now in the Florida alignment with Werfel back there by himself. High snap, here they come. He gets it away, he's got Hilliard, he's got the ball. And he's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and a penalty flag way back upfield where the quarterback Werfel was buried. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Hand off to Taylor. Touchdown. The lead, and the Seminoles now with that first down get one here that sure would make the trip to the clubhouse easier. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, E.G. Green. The Florida defenders ran together and fell down, and it was a gift for Green and the Seminoles. Goes down hard. The ball is caught by Jaquez Green. Danny Werfel was just ripped as he let it go, but he hit his man right where he had to hit him.
Attention, there was no foul.
No foul. No foul. Yeah. Just clean, hard football. But Steve, I don't know, he's probably jumping up and down about it. Werfel lets it go again, right on the number. Hilliard gets loose. It's a touchdown for the Gators. Oh boy, you beat on him like an old church bell, and suddenly he's stuck it in the end zone. Busby gives to Dunn. He's got some room. He's got a block from Green. He's got a touchdown. Finally, Dunn finds a way. The shotgun, Werfel's pass, a little quick pop thrown in there, and it is touchdown by Hilliard. That is his 3rd of the night.
Florida State, the defense in the first game made a lot of plays.
Look out, Anthony is open. He's got some room. And they finally take him down at about the 16-yard line. First down, Gators. You got Anthony and Hilliard both down toward the bottom of the picture. Hilliard down the middle. Werfel takes off the other way, running for the corner, and he's in there. I think. Close, buddy. And been selling out on most of the plays tonight. Stay with the run. It's Jackson. He's gone. Touchdown. This is convincing. After the point, 52-20. But a lot of people think this may be the quarterback right here next year.
He's the airbender.
And that's going to do it. The ball game is over. The Florida Gators have staked their claim for the national championship of the 1996 season.